You're live.
Okay. Hi, this is Pastor Ted. Doing a little bit of a test here. We're trying to cover for you the hearings that were happening in Washington, D.C. on the assassination attempt and also on the other things that have happened. We're going to try to be able to do this where we can comment live on events that are happening right now. We're learning the technology. Drew's learning it, and we're just experimenting with it right now. But what is going on now, or what we're covering, what we're watching over, of course, was the hearing that was given at Washington, D.C. on the assassination attempt and the of President Trump, and also the Secret Service, FBI, the local law enforcement that was involved, their response to questions from a joint committee that is researching this and looking into it. Go ahead. We're going to pick it up as it's going right now. Whoop, we got a commercial, and go ahead and cut that out, Drew. Go ahead. We're going to pick up what's going on right now. Go ahead, Drew.
If criminal investigations needs to be tempered by the fact that the nation needs answers to a national security crisis, as I suggested before. You have been candid while still protecting the sanctity of the investigations that are ongoing, or that of which your agency is a part, and I appreciate that very much. So during this hearing, we got the news that Director Cheadle resigned. After refusing to give straightforward answers to Congress and the American people about the Secret Service's failures on July 13, seeing the chairman return, I'm going to pause and let him give his statement, which I had commenced.
Closing for me, Derek. However necessary as it was, Director Cheadle's indisputably overdue resignation is only the first step on the path to accountability and reform. Today's hearing was a vital step in obtaining more information about what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, but Congress has a lot of work ahead of us. I think today, as we've questioned these professionals who've served their communities and their states for their lifetime, we've discovered a lot of facts, particularly about the operation. Yesterday when we were on the site, we learned about the planning failures. Today, we've learned about conducts of the operation failures, communications and things like that, people moving and maybe not notifying, those kinds of things. Secret Service making a decision to not stop the president when a guy's using a rangefinder and is described as suspicious looking. I just boggles the mind. We're going to continue to investigate the failures of the Secret Service. Our mission is very clear. We've got to get to the bottom of it. This can't ever happen again. I want to thank both of you for serving and for a very long testimony today. Thanks for sticking around and letting us. We're going to have lots of other people come in here, and we're going to get granular on all of this stuff.
Drew, you seeing the notices?
Taking the life of a president or a presidential candidate in over 4 decades. It can never happen again. It just simply cannot. So we're going to continue our fact finding to figure out exactly how it happened, much like a after action.
Hey, Drew, can you hear me?
Identify all those areas and ensure that Secret Service, whomever steps up to take that leadership role now, does so.
Are you seeing the notices up here from Rumble to your right? Take a look at the screen.
Again, thank you, gentlemen, for being here. And if there are members, what often happens in our committee hearing, they'll have questions that come to them. They have a few days to generate written questions.
You can come back to me now, Drew, if we're still recording. I don't know.
Send a letter back with the answers in writing. Okay, thank you. I appreciate the affirmative nod.
All
okay,
right,
go
Ted.
ahead. Just come back to me. We'll cut
It's
out
back
of
to you.
that.
It's back to you, Ted.
Okay, yeah, just come back to me. All right. Okay. We're going to be trying to cover more and more of what's happening and with that investigation of the assassination. And as new information comes, and we will vet that information, of course, and we will be talking to some other people about what actually happened. I think the important thing right now is knowing that steps are being taken, hopefully to make sure that that both presidential candidates are safe. We know that there's some information that's coming out that Iran has said that they wanted to assassinate Trump, that they have sending, they're going to attempt to do that. And I think that that's not only just going to be something that we're going to keep an eye on, we want to make sure that what we're seeing, that changes are being made, and some of the changes that are being made, we don't need to broadcast. We just need to know that these things are happening and are happening for that the truth will be told about it. We're reaching some very dangerous times here in America, and we can see where there's evil out there that wants to bring destruction down to us. And one of the ways, of course, is to disrupt our nation, to disrupt our democratic process. And we are a democratic republic, and it is our job as those that are watchmen and Christian soldiers and relying on the truth from Jesus Christ. We need to keep our ears up, our eyes open, and be able to take that deep breath and be able to smell the enemy. This is Pastor Ted Marshall. Thanks for listening. We'll be keeping you updated all along. Bye-bye now. Okay, Drew.